You feel the sun is so hot.
Look at the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
開始最初去認識 Sedona 呢個地方，其實係我自己做嘅節目。咁我訪問好多一啲我哋叫做靈性好高或者我哋叫做 New Age 嘅奉行者啦。咁佢哋咧就好多人都好中意去 Sedona 呢個地方。最初嘅印象 Sedona 係一個好靈性好高嘅，或者我哋叫做好 V 混混嘅一個地方嚟嘅。咁本身我有一個朋友話：喂，不如我哋去搞一個 tour 啦，即係睇下可唔可以觀察到一啲嘅飛碟啊，或者一啲 UFO 嘅個案啊咁樣。
Well, now we're travelling into the desert of Sedona, the Hong Kong UFO tour, led by Neil Gould, Jake Gould, Cheuk Fei. And we're getting ready to exercise our CE5 out here in the desert, which we'll do before it gets dark.
You guys can get out? Matt, is Kim going to block the entrance? Or is she going to block this side? I'll block it. You guys can get out. Yeah, go.
We're going to maintain some sort of security by using the vehicles to block off the area. Here we're securing the area with the jeeps, blocking off the doors, the entrance to our spot.
CE5 咧，全個英文嘅讀咧就係叫 Close Encounter of the Fifth Kind， 即係第五類接觸。
You were trained in Hong Kong to use your heart, not so much your mind, to really vector, to help focus your intent, your pure intent, in bringing these craft in. The CE5 is a method of making human-initiated contact with extraterrestrials. And what we use is sound, light, and coherent thought sequencing. Okay, the music.
Everyone relax first. Get settled, quiet.
放鬆啲啊，大家嚇！ CE5 咧就係希望利用一個人類嗰個意念，同埋利用一啲簡單嘅儀器，然之後將一啲嘅聲頻、將一啲光，同埋將一啲嘅人嘅意念、一啲磁場咧，就發射上去個天空嗰度。大家睇唔睇到？
我哋喺 Sedona 做CE5就有啲軍用嘅即係嘅夜視鏡俾我哋睇天上面嘅星咯，即係比我哋肉眼睇更加清楚嘅。
仲有啊？
Yep. Yeah, she's got another one.
I'll show you. I got a generation 2. Yes. So I'll show it to you.
And here's another one.
Okay.
Another.
Right, Ken?
10, number 11.
I get it.
Number 11.
Someone take Ken.
Okay. Keep your phone the right way. Put it in your palm.
What you got?
Put it in your palm.
Me too. Yeah.
Look at how fast!
Wow.
Oh my God! Number 12.
Yeah.
Jesus! Oh my God! Oh my God! This guy's so fast!
Oh, he's 30,000 miles an hour.
Oh my God! Look at him go!
Okay, another one we want to use is 第一晚我哋見到有51粒，我哋數住嘅，大約係51粒嘅呢啲不明飛行物體喺個天空上度飛。所謂講緊呢啲時間，全部都係within喺1個至到1個半鐘頭之內見到，即係你唔係話坐喺度睇 睇2晚，即係睇成個通宵先見到，係1個2個鐘頭之內已經見到佢哋飛嚟飛去。
見到嘅 UFO 咧就係喺一個電視熒幕裏邊，即係將嗰個夜視鏡嘅影像放大咗，就見到好多星。咁有啲星咧係會飛一啲好奇怪嘅軌跡嘅，同埋有啲飛得好快嘅。
Earlier, we have various experiences, some that happen on a physical level, where you see the craft in the sky, and some you have on a conscious level, where you have to use what we call soft eyes. In other words, when I look at you, I try and look halfway between me and you, and it's that medium in the middle where you can see the trans-dimensional crafts forming and twinkling. And if you're able to stay in that focus, as some of the participants did, they saw a door open and they saw a little grey get out of the craft.
22. Everybody up here. Up here. Look. Look with your eyes. Now look through the goggles. Do you see it?
好啦，再翻返嚟呢個地方。上一次嚟咧，呢度咧冇落雪嘅。咁第二次去Sedona，除咗個感覺好唔同啦，因為個季節亦都唔同啦。另外，我哋一個好特別嘅一 part 咧，就係我哋去見一個主要我哋本來係想見一位嘅所謂嘅外星人，我哋叫 Nordic 嘅外星人咁。咁其實佢哋係唔係喺地球出世嘅？佢哋喺其他星球出世。咁但係佢哋會嚟到地球，或者有啲嘢已經係植根咗喺地球嗰度住嘅。
Probably be better for me to sit here a bit close like this, so you could get your voice and stuff if it's not in the
Yeah, because I really didn't have the foresight to bring the equipment to actually do it properly.
Oh.
So
you want to do my audio only?
yeah, let's do that. That's
Okay.
fine.
I'll just lay it right here on the table, and we'll pick up questions and answers too.
Good.
Can I have pictures and video later?
Yes. Are we all here?
We are all here.
And we're ready to begin.
We are ready to begin.
And how do you say hello in Chinese? Leho. My name is Jerry Wills, and it's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. Thank you for coming. I hope you've had a good time so far here in the States.
Well, when you meet Jerry Wills, the first thing that happens is you have this 7-foot-tall giant who stands in front of you. Yeah. Then you take a look at his strong features of his face, and then you notice his long hair. And then when he stands in front of you, the minute he starts to talk, he talks very slowly. Every word carries a meaning. You feel it like that.
My story begins many years ago. To preface this story, I want to give you some idea of why the events unfolded as they did. When this all began, there was a conversation amongst many who were very interested to do something to help the people of this world. And that discussion revolved around how to best bring information here and how to best relate that information. The problem was that when they had done this in ages past, the information was given in such a way that the people who came here to give it were looked upon as gods. And the message was soon forgotten. All that remained was the mythology and the impression that those who came from the stars were divine beings who had godlike powers, and they were to either be feared or respected, but in any case, be very careful around them. They might be giving you exceptional information and the benefit of their deep wisdom, but they were more powerful than you, and as a result, it was only human nature that they would be feared. During this discussion, it was decided, because there was a large group of different races and worlds that are involved, what they would do, they would choose different individuals from these different places, and through one technique or another, they would bring those individuals to this world, put them here as children, and then when they would grow, they would be members of this world, having lived here, grown here, and been exposed to all the details of life here. They would be tutored periodically so that the information that they carried with them would always be fresh, and it would always be useful to the people that they would talk to, so that their mission, if you could call it a mission, would be successful. They would seem just the same as the people around them. I was brought here to this world, to this part of the world, in 1953. I was deposited in a remote location, and the government was then allowed to know where I had been placed so they could retrieve me. Eventually I would be placed with an Earth family, a husband and wife who could not conceive children. And I would grow into a child, into a teenager, into an adult, figuring my way through the maze of life's events and living here. During the period of time of my youth, there were many occasions where I was tutored by those who had brought me here. For many years this took place. When I was 18, here in the United States, I was an adult, and at the age of 18 I was told to go out into the world and live like everyone else who's here. Become a part of this world, a part of this community. I had grown up in a very rural place, not in a city, but miles from the nearest town. So my quest began, and I went out into the world, and I stumbled and fell and made my mistakes, and proceeded to discover myself as an individual. It would take several years for this to get to a point where I was actually comfortable knowing what I know and having experienced what I've experienced, realizing my heritage all the time, but learning how to be quiet about it, how to keep it to myself. Because it wasn't meant for me to tell the world of my existence. It was meant for me to simply offer information when the time came. In that regards, I found myself being somewhat of a watcher. I would just observe. I would analyze, scrutinize, and occasionally I would offer some piece of information at just the right time. About 4 years ago, there was a group who came to me and said, it's time for you to disclose who you are.
Now, when you work with Jerry and you touch his hand or you touch him, you definitely have a physical effect, a tingling or a pulsing feeling, like a warmth. It comes out of his body.
我同佢有一個握手啦，咁而握手嘅時候咧，我形容俾你聽就係、嗱，我只可以用文字咁樣去形容，但係我唔可以準確地講到嗰種感受，就係、好似喺手入邊咧，喺個手嘅皮膚下低咧，有啲嘢喺度喐下喐下喺度震下震下震下咁樣嘅。咁我第一時嗰個感覺咧，我係呆咗嘅，因為我點解有啲咁嘅感覺？我從來都未試過有啲咁嘅感覺。 跟住我以為係自己心理作用啦。咁直至到成個佢講完佢嘅故事之後，我哋同佢再握手，我握完第二次頭咧，嗰種感覺又有喺度。咁呢個係我身體上高同佢接觸嘅時候嘅感覺。
He took one of the girls on the tour who had a problem on her neck, and he immediately put his hand on her, and he just dissolved the problem away.
睇翻過去好多介紹呢一位嘅 Killer 啦，或者呢位 Nordic 嘅一啲嘅報告或者啲文章係有人試過係坐住輪椅去，佢同佢講完嘢，隻手按住佢膝頭哥，講完之後，咁嗰個人係可以起得翻身。咁我係解釋唔到，或者我唔能夠用我自己可以有限嘅能力去講到俾大家聽成件事個感受。當佢每一句説話同埋佢嘅眼神，甚至其實佢坐喺度同大家喺度講普通一個佢自己嘅故事嘅時候咧，其實佢成個過程係散發住一種我唔能夠去形容到嘅一種嘅感受，或者我哋有啲人會簡稱一種嘅能量，或者一種 energy 係。首先我要申報一樣嘢，其實我係好唔 buy 呢一樣嘢嘅。但係我連我自己都解釋唔到佢嗰種散發出嚟嗰種 energy 係令到我哋全部人都係會好投入，或者因為我哋會覺得成個感受、成個空間嗰個氣氛都唔同咗。
I don't know why he's not.
He's afraid of the camera in his mate.
I was just kidding with you. I don't see. He was testing the chair theory, wasn't he? Did you find it worked well? I can tell you did. We're also proud of you.
比較有趣嘅就係我發覺原來我影完張相之後，我到翻去睇翻先知道，原來我喺相片嗰度我影到佢佢個望住鏡頭之外咧，其實個側邊咧多咗一個光球喺度啊！係啊，有一個藍色嘅光球喺度。咁我都唔明點解會，因為嗰啲光球一般只會喺夜晚黑或者用閃光燈嘅情況之下先影到嘅。咁而嗰個光球咧，我自己都有影相，我亦都睇到佢唔係嗰啲所謂嘅 lens flare 啊，即係嗰啲反光。咁我解釋唔到嘅，但係睇相片嘅時候咧，就睇到一張相片咯，但係就冇咗嗰種即時佢望翻嚟嗰種震撼或者嗰種 energy 嘅傳遞喺度。
Do you believe in aliens?
I don't believe in anything. For me, it is purely exopolitically and scientifically based. It is about research. It is also about subjective knowing. You just need to see the medieval paintings where you can see flying saucers. You can look at the Dropa stones in China. You can look at the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Indian writings of the Brahmanas, these craft that were flying around by beings that were way, 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 way ahead of us. Some of the beings were blue, some of them were black, some of them were just sort of our color. So you look at all the historical, cosmological, archaeological information, and quite frankly, there's nowhere else to go but to see the facts are there. We're not the only species on this planet.
我都係一個 skeptic 嚟嘅，即係我自己都一個即係我都懷疑嗰啲有係咪真嘅咧？我哋見到嗰啲嘢會唔會有時候有啲嘢我哋自己誤會咗嘅係 UFO 咧？所以我第一次見到嗰陣時，我都冇諗過嗰隻係 UFO 嚟嘅。但係直至到佢落咗嚟一隻200尺咁長嘅船喺柯特大廈隔離泊咗喺度，而我親眼見到之後，我先相信原來我之前見到嗰隻我誤以為可能係人造衛星或者飛機嘅嘢，原來係 UFO 嚟嘅咯嚇。
咁喺 Sedona 嘅經歷入邊啦，你可能見識咗好多好匪夷所思嘅現象啦。咁你其實你點樣去證實嗰啲現實真嘅係真實？話嗰個 Nordic 外星人係真嘅？
我咁樣去講啦，我好簡單，我去舉一個例子。我今日同埋你一齊去一間餐廳度食一碟飯。我食呢碟飯嘅時候，我冇一個能力話俾你聽，呢碟飯我食咗落去之後，我覺得佢有幾鹹。除非你要同我一齊食嗰碟飯。如果你唔係同我一齊食嗰碟飯咧，你就算睇到嗰張相度啦，其實你唔會知道嗰碟飯有幾鹹嘅。只會我好個人嘅經歷去話俾你聽，我係好實在地 feel 到嗰碟飯係好鹹。同一個道理，我去見完個 Nordic， 咁我唔知道我有乜嘢方式去講俾你聽，嗰個係一個外星人。 除非你真係去到現場，你去親自同佢握手，你親自同佢見面，你親自同佢有一個眼神接觸，或者佢同你有一個溝通，同你講過一句嘢。如果唔係呢，我冇辦法講得到俾你聽呢個飛碟現象，或者講到俾你聽呢個外星人嘅實際嘅存在。我喺美國見到嘅嘢，我喺美國經歷到嘅嘢，或者我親自接觸到嘅人，係令到我去講一句説話係冇可能冇 UFO 咯。同埋譬如話嗰個外星人，如果我純粹係一個我自己嘅經歷嘅話咧，我可以好主觀，但係同行入邊嘅一班人入邊，每一個人我事後完咗，我都同佢哋做一個訪問。其實每一個人個答案都係嗰個人冇可能唔係一個外星人。咁我只可以復述到佢哋所講嘅嘢。至於都係 again， 我點樣去證實俾你聽佢係一個外星人，或者我點樣去證實俾你睇我真係見到 UFO 咧？我俾到你嘅就係嗰啲片段。我俾到你嘅就係嗰啲相片，同埋嗰啲人嘅口供，呢個係我可以俾到大家，或者可以證明到俾其他冇去過嘅人睇嘅時候嘅一個我唯一做到嘅嘢咯。